What is credit, which kinds exist, and what do you have to look for? This and much more in today's video. Hello and welcome to the Business Class, your YouTube channel, where you learn all about the topic money. Although money and wealth are not everything, you barely get anywhere without in our modern day society. Seemingly everyone nowadays wants to be rich, famous and live a life in wealth, but of course not everyone will manage to do so. However, if you are determined, focused and working hard, you will be able to achieve your goals. So do no longer waste your potential, do no longer wait for your luck to happen from alone, improve yourself every single day and you will soon start to see the fruits of your success. With my videos, I want to provide you with motivation, knowledge and inspiration, so that you can reach your goals as fast as possible and make the best out of your life. If you have general interest in content about topics like make money online, stocks, luxury and lifestyle, subscribe to the channel and press the bell button, to not miss a single video. Also write a comment with your suggestions and wishes, which content you would like to see more often. And now let's start. What is credit and why do I need it? You may need a loan to buy a product or use a service that you cannot pay for right away. Credit comes in many forms, but the most common are credit cards and home, car and student loans. To access credit, you need to apply, and the amount available is determined by lending institutions, such as banks and mortgage companies, based on a person's financial history. Good credit makes it easier to rent an apartment, buy a house or car, connect to a cell phone, or get a student loan. Good credit can also save you money, such as lowering your interest rate or waiving fees and down payment on utility bills. Definition of a credit. Credit means borrowing money or buying something of value, such as a car, with a promise to pay it back later, often with interest charges. It can also mean the ability to borrow or buy things under a loan agreement. Your credit report and credit rating are two ways to determine access to credit. Your credit report contains personal information such as your employer, current and previous home address, and a history of your financial behavior. The report includes the following items: the number of open accounts you have, as well as your current balance. Your payment history, including any late or missed payments. The loans you've taken out and any balances on them. Any financial obstacles, such as bankruptcy or foreclosure. Monitoring your credit report and looking for discrepancies is a good practice. If you find an error, you can dispute it with the credit reporting agency. If the investigation is resolved in your favor, the corrected error can have a positive impact on your credit score. Your credit score is usually a 3-digit number between 300 and 850. This is an acronym used by financial institutions to determine your creditworthiness based on your credit history and other components of your credit report. Types of credit. There are many types of credit, but two are most popular: revolving and installment credit. Revolving credit. Revolving credits is a type of credit, usually in the form of a credit card, in which the user is given a credit limit, but can spend as much or less of that amount as he or she wishes. The balance is repaid in whole or in part each month, and any balance is carried over, or renewed, to the next month. Credit cards are different from charge cards, another type of credit, which must be paid in full each month. Installment credit. Installment credit is a type of credit, usually issued in the form of a loan, that borrowers pay back in steady increments over time. Examples of installment credit include student loans, car loans and mortgages. Service credit. A service credit is a type of credit that describes the contracts you enter into with many service providers, such as government companies and membership services. These companies contract for services, and you pay for them after the fact. This category includes your cell phone plan, electric bill, and gym membership. A little hint for you: if the content of the video is important to you and you want to benefit from it in the future, you can easily save the video to your playlist or click on Watch Later, so that you can watch it again at any time you want. Or, if you don't watch this video as a logged-in member, just save the video as a bookmark in your browser, to always have easy access to it. How to create credit. If you're starting from scratch or want to build up your credit, here are some strategies. If you don't have credit but want to get it, Become an account holder of a trusted family member or spouse with a long and responsible credit history. You can benefit from having your name attached to their line of credit without having to worry about responsibility for payments. If you can't get a credit card because of bad credit, try a secured card. These cards require a down payment, and if you don't pay off the balance on time, the lender can refund your advance. Once you have experience making timely payments, you can switch to an unsecured card. Try a credit development loan where the lender, in this case, it's most often a community bank or credit union, will hold the money in the account until the balance is paid off in full, and then return it to you. If you have credit but want to improve your score, always make your payments on time. Make sure you pay at least the minimum to avoid late payment penalties. Keep your credit utilization low. Less than 30% is good, but less than 10% is ideal. Keep accounts open, especially if you've been using them for a long time. Your credit history takes into account the average number of years you've used your accounts, so it doesn't hurt to keep your first credit card open, even if you don't use it much now. Don't apply for too many lines of credit at once. NerdWallet recommends spreading your credit applications over about 6 months. 5 reasons to maintain a high credit score. Society increasingly relies on credit to make purchases and other financial decisions. A good credit score isn't just about getting a credit card or a loan. Your credit rating is an indication of how you pay your debts to the companies that lend you money. Many people are unable to pay their debts because they are living beyond their means. At the same time, the general rise in the cost of living is putting pressure on people's wages. Companies have every reason to insist that you have a good credit history before offering you a product or service on credit. Some employers start doing credit checks to make sure they can be trusted with the company's finances and other assets. If you have a history of defaulting on financial obligations, you may have trouble finding a job. Credit affects where you live. Before you can buy a home, mortgage lenders want to know that you won't default on your mortgage loan. If you don't have a good credit history, the lender will consider it risky to give you a mortgage loan. If you are approved for a mortgage, your credit rating will affect your interest rate. The interest rate directly affects your monthly mortgage payment, increasing or decreasing the amount you receive. If you have a low credit rating, your loan application may be rejected or you may be approved for a higher interest rate. Even if you are not currently planning to buy a home, your credit score is still important. Landlords will also decide whether to rent to you based on your creditworthiness. Renting a property is considered a loan, and owners want to make sure payments are made. Auto loans require good credit. Most people don't have the money to finance the purchase of a car and cover living expenses at the same time. Many people apply for an auto loan. Your credit rating affects whether you qualify, the amount you can get, and the interest rate on the loan. Generally, applicants with a higher credit rating are eligible for larger loan amounts at lower interest rates. A low credit rating limits your options. With a low credit rating, fewer lenders are available to you, and even those that are available to you have much higher interest rates on auto loans. Higher interest rates greatly increase the amount you pay each month for your car, which increases the total amount you will pay over time. Employment credit checks. Many employers conduct credit checks when you are hired. Note that employers check your credit report, not your credit rating. Some jurisdictions prohibit potential employers from using applicants' credit reports. 12 potential employers may be hesitant to hire you if you have not demonstrated that you are financially responsible. For example, an employer may think your level of debt is too high for the salary offered. Some employers may also check your credit history before promoting you or increasing your salary, especially if you hold a financial or management position. Business loans require good credit. Many people dream of starting their own business. However, starting a business requires a lot of capital, which may not be available. In such cases, a small business loan is needed. In particular, you need good credit to get a business loan. You may also need a good loan for living expenses. It may come as a bit of a shock to you that you need a loan to get utilities. The electric companies claim that you owe them a month's worth of electricity. Before they turn on your electricity, the company will check to see if you have good credit. Most utilities check for credit, including cable, telephone, water, and even mobile service providers. Good credit is essential for a comfortable life. Your creditworthiness is determined by how you've paid, or not paid, your bills in the past. So many companies, landlords, mortgage lenders, utility providers and even employers use your credit to predict your future financial obligations. Whenever you need to borrow money, purchase necessities, or access services, your bill payment history, credit, is called into question. And if one day, you want to build up your own business or you have one already and want it to grow much bigger and faster, always have in mind that starting a successful business and earning money takes time. You need perseverance and a lot of stamina. It's like you growing a small plant right from the seed. You never know how fast it will grow, how tall it will get and how many fruits you will be able to collect. It is the same with every business. Some work great, some flop and some could become very successful. But people way too often resign much too early. So follow my advices, try out different methods and sooner or later, you will find the one that suits you the most, that fits best to your skills and knowledge and you will have a well-earning business. No matter if you want to make money online, by affiliate marketing, drop shipping or even stocks, everything is possible. And even though growing a business and making money can sometimes be a lengthy and tedious issue, it's all worth it at the end. Just stay focused to your goals, work smart and hard, spend your time and resources effectively, be persistent and sooner or later, you will have success, you will reach your goals and earn enough money to live the life you ever dreamed of. I hope this video was helpful for you and I was able to impart knowledge to you, give you new ideas or simply inspire and motivate you to change your life in a positive way. If so, please leave a like and write me your opinion and content requests in the comments. If you have general interest in content about topics like make money online, stocks, luxury and lifestyle, subscribe to the channel and press the bell button to not miss a single video. Thank you very much for your interest and especially for your time. And hopefully, we see us in the next business meeting.